Welcome to part one of transforming our living room into a cozy oasis, you guys. This is my dream living room, and so I think we can achieve it. This is our living room as it is right now. It is completely white, it's stale, it's cold. And so what we're gonna do to start off is we are gonna build our built-in benches on both sides of the fireplace. We went in with just 2x4s to just build a very standard, basic outline that was a custom fit for each side of the fireplace. And we went in with the same paneling that we used in our dining room. If you missed that video, I will link it up above for you guys to check it out. But we went with the same design aesthetic, so that way it carries our dining room look and feel also into our family room. But we carried our same baseboards across, so it's gonna look like it's a seamless built-in design. And we wanted it to look like it was there from the beginning. So we went in with a few crown molding and trim pieces to give the front look a very finished and polished look and feel. And then for this project, we really just used our brad nailer gun to finish off the majority of the front pieces for the built-in benches. Will you give me a little walkthrough of what you've done so far?
We built the frames for both of the benches. Now, they don't need to be the prettiest cuts on the side because we're gonna essentially have these up on the side and the bottom and then a thin one on the top. I still need to cut the benches. They're gonna be about 1/2 inch thick for both of them. But before I do that, I wanna figure out if I can do hinges or just something where we can make it removable so that way we can have storage, possibly. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Running.
We got the bottom trim piece. This is 4.5 inches. And then we're gonna do 4.5 inch on the sides. And it's like these ones are gonna go right there. And then we're gonna do a 2.25 inch trim on top. And the reason why we're doing that is we did built-in benches in the kitchen, and that's gonna be the same aesthetic as we did there. So we're almost done with the framing. All right, so we've made some good progress. We got both of the framing done, plus the front facade up. We're gonna putty it, sand it, then paint them. So even though it is going to end up being white, the benches, we're still going to sand and putty and all that. But I didn't want to mess up the cabinetry here on the side, so I didn't carry any of this to the cabinet, because if for any reason we ever want to take these out, it's minimal damage, so I didn't do anything to the ground, the fireplace. I just connected it to the wall to anchor it. That way, again, if we ever want to take them out, it's minimal cleanup to do that. I don't think we will, but just in case. Then we're gonna do cushions, but for now, we did all this today. We went to Lowe's, got all the material, got all these cuts done. I'd say it took about 7 hours between shopping and doing this today. So what we've got right now is both benches are done, framed. We have the walls, like the decorative stuff on the front. We do have our TV and sound that goes through the fireplace that comes out down here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the jigsaw. Well, first I'm gonna do a drill bit, create a circle, then jigsaw a hole out. Because this is gonna end up being covered with a cushion, but I need to at least be able to reach down in there to access the cords. These were a little warped, so I gotta put a little bit of pressure on that, getting them down to stay. But other than that, you know, I got them nice and sanded in the front so they're smooth, and we're gonna paint them.
What was that?
Well, if you have people over and someone sits down,
oh,
everyone's gonna think they ripped one. You can't do that.
We can look. What do you think before I look? Do you like? I'm too scared. Tell me. Ooh.
What do you think? pretty similar to the tile.
I don't know. Do I hate it? You gotta tell me now before we paint it. I do like the benches. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Do we hate it?
You don't like it?
I don't know. Do I like it?
I don't like it. I think I like it.
Okay, so I found the perfect color. This is called Aged Beige by Behr, and I really loved it for multiple reasons because it has this beautiful neutral undertone that's not too cream, it's not too tan, and I really love how it just tied in with our brown cabinets and it really pulled nicely with the tone of our flooring. So we ended up painting the built-ins and painting the fireplace. I think I was just a little starstruck with the color from going from an all-white living room and then adding color. So I ended up sleeping on it, and then I woke up and I decided that I actually really love it. So we ended up painting the built-ins and the fireplace, and then this is how it ended up looking overall, and I really am obsessed with it, and I'm really happy that this is the direction that we took. So after everything was removed, so far this is how the living room is looking. We have the built-ins and it's painted, and I really love it. Moving on, now we're moving on to the part that we were so excited for. We're adding stone to the living room walls. And Ryan and I have never been more thrilled to not do a DIY project. This is actually one that we ended up deciding to hire out for. We wanted this project to look professionally well done, and we're so glad we did because this was a very tough project to do, and we ended up going to a local stone place. We selected our stone. It's called a Buff Trinity with a Trinity White grout, and we're thrilled with the selection we did. This place had an amazing selection of stone, and we opted to select this stone in the color Buff Trinity because it had a beautiful creamy white that I thought would really complement our dark espresso kitchen. And we did the backsplash going up in our kitchen, and I just thought it'd have a very timeless classic look to it, and it's gonna make our living room feel really like rustic and very earthy. So I'm really excited for you guys to see how this is gonna turn out. So instead of just stoning the back wall right here where the fireplace is, we actually decided to carry the stone and wrap it along the left side of the windows as well, because it's not much wall space, it's really just big large windows, and it honestly elevated the entire space altogether. So the first step that they ended up doing was they called scraping the walls, and this was a technique that they used to apply the stone to stick to. It took about 24 hours for the first base to apply, and then they started to apply the stone. So in here you can see the stone looks very like creamy and warm, and then they just started to apply the stone. And then I will say, when they started to apply the grout, we were not aware of is when the grout first initially started to go on. It's very dark, and we did freak out at first, but you can see in the tiny little left corner of the video it starts to dry white, and then we're like, oh, okay, that's what it's supposed to look like. So currently the grout took about 3 to 4 days to completely dry the way it's supposed to, but overall we are so thrilled with how the living room turned out. So stay tuned for part 2, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we're gonna style and decorate our living room.